Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Darksiders 2. Please subscribe and click the notification bell. So, you may notice I'm in a different place. A problem has happened. It happens on a rare occasion where my hard drive just fills up with footage, and so we lost an episode. But the good news is you didn't really miss too much. I was standing probably in, not in the Forge Lands, but in Blackspire, whatever the Demon Land is, right about here. In the episode that was missed, I walked to the Tree of Life, I beat the final boss, and I saw all the credits. And we could do all of that easily without having to repeat anything. The only thing that you missed was me wandering around and me coming to the ford, and the ford is frozen now. I'm not sure if it was before. And me going to this area where the general goods were, and there's a treasure there. What we're doing right now is, because once you beat the game, you can either start a new game plus and give up on your quests, or you can load your save file. So I technically haven't beaten the boss, so I wanted to go around some areas, see if maybe I can get the blood list done, see if maybe I can find the gnomes, and then we'll beat the boss again after we've done the Lost Soul, and the Well of Souls is beating the boss. I'm not 100% sure we're going to find the last 5 things, or the last few things. I think we'll probably just give up on those once we beat the boss, which we may not do in this recording because we're running around in this area in a way that I'd like to see if these sections are going to turn out to be these Forge Land puzzles that we couldn't have done until way later in the game, where we had Soul Split. So we got Soul Split somewhere almost at the end of Act 2, and the Forge Lands sections were all of Act 1. Yep, see, this is just a page of the Book of the Dead, and you can't do it. So, again, although this time I think we'll be solving this puzzle a little bit differently. We'll come over to and see. Also need to look around to see if maybe there's some crystals around here, but I bet there's not too much. There we go. So now swap to my other body and collect a page of the Book of the Dead. Alright. And oh yeah, there was a big chest like this in a puzzle that we missed, but I mean, it really doesn't matter. These little chest things are giving us big time loot, sort of, but not really in any reasonable or interesting amount. So that's this little area. So it's just one little room that could have been the entrance to a dungeon. So fast travel is currently unavailable. Is that because my soul split? Let's see if we can now fast travel. And it doesn't feel like I would need to go into any dungeon. Like, see, there's some weirdness here where there are 2 items, abilities I just don't have, and I beat the whole game. So how can I be missing 2 abilities? Did I never go through this door? Apparently I never went through that door, and I never went through that door. How can that be the case? I have the bloodless item totem that should be causing any of the bloodless enemies that might be around to appear. See, this was the area with all the white water. See, am I going the right direction? I guess I am. It's totally possible that I'm wasting time going through each dungeon, but it's also possible that there's just something to it. Let's see, if I was gonna go through this door, I'd have to power the ball. Actually, I probably don't even have to do that now because of the soul split. Man, using all of these ball mechanics, just something you didn't need to have in the game at all, and they totally forgot about it after this part of the game. Alright. So yeah, now that you can just soul split, it's easy enough to... I guess it's not quite that easy. And did I really not go in here? I feel like I did go in here. Yeah, I did. So yeah, there's no reason to be wandering around here. I don't feel like the bloodless is going to be in an area that's inside a dungeon. And honestly, I don't think that the remaining things are inside dungeons. So my goal is mostly just to ride my horse up and down the Forge Lands. See, we kind of knew where the guy was that was gonna attack us, because he was the first bloodless was in an area that was a little bit isolated, and you were hearing some awkward noises where wasn't seeing anything. It'd be kind of strange if a bloodless appeared in this part of the game. Let's go over here. We've got more than enough of these to sell. Let's see. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do all three? Let's do this. So 20 resistance. Let's see. 5 strength. I think strength is probably more important to get than anything else. And then one of these. And since you have a limited number of these items anyways, you sort of had to plan out your whole character build before you even sold 3 of them to them. And I hear monsters, but I don't see a bloodless. And I think the game would be a little bit better about making a bloodless appear. We did find out that I really wish this system would have worked better. Maybe these turned into ice because I leveled up past level 20. We did find out we could grab items with the death grip, so it is possible that I missed some kind of collectible because of that. Again, though, I have a hard time believing. Like, yeah, I don't think I would fight any kind of creatures in the water. And maybe we'll just go into this place enough to look at the map. Seems like we went everywhere, and I think we've done everything. This is a prime example of a dungeon. That one was that they could have been put into the land of the dead as a larger, as part of a larger dungeon, or just in some other way improved upon, so that you weren't only going there if you got a side quest. It's very possible that many players never even go into that dungeon and they just finish the game. It was rather easy to accidentally finish the game before. Still seeing a lot of lighting effects glitches, although to be fair, they mostly seem in the Forge lands, so but I also don't know if these lighting glitches happened in the first game, like the first version of this game, instead of the definitive edition. So it could be any of these alcoves, by the way. Yeah, they might be where something is hiding, and they might be where something was that I've already collected. I seriously doubt that there's stones. Just, I mean, they could be, but I have a hard time believing it. And there was one bloodless there, so my instincts tell me that there should have been a bloodless over on that side, and I didn't find one. And then there's this section which has all of this. And there were creatures to fight. Apparently I missed something. I missed an entire level. No, I didn't. When I go up like this, it's just indicating to me that there is no level. So they have an entire part of this map that doesn't even have a level, so that falls are bigger. There's no reason to go to Virgil right now. It is also possible that the horse is scaring off the bloodless. Like, that might be the case. This is just like the worst part of all the parts of this game. There was never anything to do with that. So we have the green grassy section over here, and the other side was the snowy section. I get it now. And then if we went further in another direction, we would have run into a fire section. And if we go over here, I know there's something we missed over here. Run into a few places where you load. Alright. Back to the map. We've been everywhere, but I know for a fact that we haven't done everything. But it's kind of weird. This whole this plays out. Like, it's kind of hard to recognize that this nook, which is this transitional area. Let's just double check that we have the bloodless talisman on. That would be really bad if somehow I didn't have it equipped. Yeah. Like, why they specifically decided for this area to be... Yeah, man, I forgot you even jumped on platforms like that. Alright. So, soul split. Again, hours and hours between the point where you saw this and when you could have activated this. And it gives you a skill point, which is, I suppose, nice, but not really what you wanted. Not what I wanted. Let's see. I'm thinking if I go down this direction, this moves me downward. Is this the direction I want to go? Yes, it is. So remember, you didn't have the Void Walker ability for even longer than you didn't have the Soul Split ability. It's interesting that it let you do that and didn't shut off your ability. So, skill point and another skill point. There's really no reason to go over there. I mean, there's really no reason to even be getting skill points. I suppose you would want to do all this cleanup work, though. Wow. Ultimate lighting failure. So here's your ambient light that's coming off your wrist, and the rest of that is lighting mechanisms throughout the game. So like 4 skill points. So not only does that let me do this and this, which I really wouldn't need to do, lets me do this, and lets me start to like unlock other things that I would never even use. And I could respec and almost certainly unlock every ability once. Was there anything else in this area that matters? I don't think so. So we'll just fast travel outside the Lost Temple. Really do feel like I'm wasting my time. Let's see. Now in this dungeon, that's where we just, like, this is the Nook, not the Lost Temple. This is still a Nook. The map is messed up. Interesting. Why is the map so messed up? Well, I think there's a lot of going downward and swimming if I go through here. It says I'm here, but it looks like this looks exactly like that place where we fought the creature. Yeah, it's showing me the Nook, but it's saying I'm. Alright, well let's see what happens when we leave. Maybe we load. Alright, now we're here. So let's load back in. Like, the one thing I needed to work was the map. Maybe that's why this is called the Lost Temple, is that it intentionally tells you the wrong map. Well, whatever. There probably should be a bloodless. What did I just collect? There probably should be a bloodless around here. And yet there kinda isn't. Am I in the Lost Temple now? Ah, maybe I was walking the wrong direction. I guess I was. Okay. Fair enough. So where's the top portion? There's just like one little room that's the top portion. Alright. Feels like we kind of looked at Bane's Wood. And go back to the foundry. We're wasting a lot of time in the Forge Lands looking for these bloodlists, and honestly I don't care enough. Like, I'm also trying to see if maybe there were some things that we didn't collect, but I don't really recall too much besides the Nook as having some areas to collect things. So it may very well be that we just got everything. Wouldn't this be a great place for the bloodlist to spawn? This charred pass. Interesting, like 5-minute section that probably should have been a cutscene. Like, it didn't really need to exist as part of the map. And like all these other people, they don't even care. They're running away. And that's just that. Now there was this well. Like, I pretty much should run into a bloodless in this area, but I'm not seeing it. So they could be anywhere. And so you kind of have this barrier on both sides of logs telling you you've entered the new area. These guys can't even catch up with you. See, this was another side section. To another map. And let's see. Now at the Scar. And I don't think there's anything in the Scar. So where are we? We looked at the Cauldron, we looked at the Scar. We didn't look at this charred pass here. We looked at Bane's Wood. So maybe in between this section and that section, there's a bloodless. Like there was one right there. There's definitely not one at the Foundry. There's definitely not one at the Crucible, I assume. Like, because there's not one at the Shadowed Forges as far as I can tell. And can I fast travel to the Tree of Life? Yes, I can. That's at least beneficial. So, yeah, the one place... The one place that one of them might be would be on the Charred Pass, but I guess that doesn't really matter. So we really haven't accomplished much in this 30 minutes. If there are a few handful of little things you can do to, like, somewhere around here there still is a there are 4 books of the dead. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe all of that is in the arcane sorcerer's maze. I suppose on that point, then we also have to go into that maze. It seems like there's never been a reason to do that. There we go. Just in the area. Hmm. So yeah, that tells me that that other one has to be it really has to be on the other side of the map. Like, if this is here and one is here, one has to be somewhere over here in the fjord. Maybe right there. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense. So let's come over to this. Interesting. There's kind of this alcove. Why does this go this far? Like, and seriously, it seems like it's even further than where I am. Can't jump down. Can't jump up. Never got that double jump ability that I figured we might pick up. But it is here. Somewhere. It has to be. Somewhere running against these walls must trigger it. Like, this feels like the perfect place. There we go. Did I trigger somebody? These guys are really freezing me. But he is not a bloodless. But he's not a bad guy to grind on either. It's gotta be somewhere. I'm missing it by just the smallest amount. Well, I guess the good news is it's been 30 minutes, so I can, you know, just look up the solution. That'll save me some frustration, I guess. Alright, so we've wasted, for the most part, all 30 minutes of this this time. trying to get the last Bloodless and seeing if there might be some collectibles. And all we've really gotten is 4 skill points, which are quite cool, certainly, but not really necessary since I could easily beat the game, and I'm not going to play a New Game Plus. Same is pretty much true for the Book of the Dead. I'll try and see if I can get them all. If there is a Nomad thing in the Forge Lands, we're going to miss it. I'm going to look up the solution to find the last Bloodless, see if it's worth my effort, and in the next recording, we're going to maybe get the Bloodless and then move over to the Land of the Dead, where there's a lot of things to do and content, and I guess there's some confusing things also, like those treasure chests that we never figured out how to collect. That's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend to follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. When you subscribe, please click the notification bell. If you want to support me even further, gift me a game on Steam. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.